Step 10 for sex addiction. That's our topic today. If you haven't subscribed, please do. And if you have a question, please do that. So stay tuned as we dig into step 10. Step 10 for sex addiction. This is a real part of recovery. It's the maintenance part of recovery. So congratulations, you've done enough that you've done a significant amount of recovery, but recovery is a lifestyle. Step 10 introduces you to the lifestyle of recovery. So let me read it to you. Continue to take personal inventory, and when we were wrong, promptly admit it. Now this continuing to take personal inventory, you've done your character defects. I'm sure they're not all gone. So you might want to pick one or two, keep track of that, but also just kind of evaluate your day on a day-to-day basis. Did I say or do anything wrong today that, I got that feeling and said, oh, I shouldn't have done that. Okay. Be aware of that. The fact that you're spiritually mature and emotionally mature enough to get that feeling is huge. Congratulations. But when you get that feeling, you want to just take responsibility, say, I'm sorry, I'm wrong. Now, with most people, it's going to show up in your marriage the most. So you're going to say, I'm wrong, I'm sorry to your spouse the most. Your kids probably second, okay? Your friends, neighbors, coworkers, wherever it is, even if it's in the grocery store. Now, also, as you're going through your recovery as a sex addict, you're now sober enough that you probably stop porn, probably stop masturbation, you probably stop sex with others, and you've been clean for a while. Now, I'm going to talk about just real briefly what I have found that kind of lingers, and that is intrigue addiction. It's where you're getting those little hits off of people. You're kind of flirty, and you have like this little route. When people are at certain places, whether it's the gym or a coffee shop or whatever, and you're hoping to get a look at them. Okay, that if you're still struggling with intrigue addiction, get that video and chew through that, because you want to be totally free. As you're going into your maintenance step, I find that intrigue is something that kind of lingers because we haven't given it a name, but it has a name. And so you want to make sure if that's you, that you're kind of addressing that issue. Now, when you're wrong, promptly admit it. Don't wait 24 hours. Don't wait a week. Don't think about it. If you're going to err on the side of, I think this was wrong, so I'm sorry, forgive me, as opposed to wondering and processing if it was wrong. You don't need to call your sponsor if it was wrong. You know it was wrong. So when it's wrong, promptly admit it. Say, honey or sir or ma'am or whatever it is, I'm sorry for being rude or unkind or selfish or whatever it is. Do that. Okay, even in your thoughts as you're recovering, stay kind of good with that with your sponsor. Make sure that you're checking in with that. Now, step 10 is the beginning of a lifestyle. It says, I'm not perfect. I know I'm going to make mistakes. Because I accept that as my life, I admit when I make mistakes and make it easier on me and everybody around me. So do your step 10, work through your workbook, present it to your group. If you're not in a phone group by now, seriously, you want to get into one, have accountability, and make this a team effort, because that is what recovery is. So if you haven't subscribed, do that. If you want to send a message to us, please do that. We'll get to it as soon as possible. Thank you.